We build the rising city. We build champions.
I'm here with the senior brand head of Wilson.
Not in my house. Let's go, come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day! My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga-Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go, come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart to code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Knight, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart to code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Knight, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes.
Basketball is up and so is summer is coming. Temperatures have been up in these past few days and we expect a heat from the same of today's triple header. Welcome to day 2 of the Filbasket Summer Championship live here at San Jose del Monte Sports Complex in the rising city of Bulacan. And we'd like to take you through everything that we've been expecting. Of course, we're seeing a lot of action from, in the first game, we have Gutang and all the rest to be giving us the action here today's second playing day. And right now, we'd like to introduce ourselves. My name is Mike on cam. For the games today, we have AMA Online going up against the San Juan Knights. That's happening in this first match, followed by Kuala Lumpur Asil versus ICC Blue Hawks, and then followed in our triple header. That's going to be Nueva Ecija Capitals going up against the All-Star Bacolod Bowlers, their debut in today's game. And insofar as the matches goes, well, my name is Mike, and partnering with Javi Palanya, of course, will be joined courtside by Megan Cabrera. Javi, this promises to be a very exciting match. Both teams, especially in this first game, having won their playing days.
That's right, and this will be the acid test for AMA Computer College in this game. Going up against a veteran team like the San Juan Knights, this will be a great test to see if they can sustain the momentum they got in their first win.
Okay, so at this point, I think we're going to be turning over to our courtside partner, Megan Cabrera. Megan, take it over.
Hi, Mike and Javi. We're here. It's going to be a very special game for all of us, and we'll have to see what's in store for us.
All right, thank you very much, Megan. Well, we will be getting more action from and stories from Megan later on as the game progresses. What do you think are some of the things here that we're going to be looking forward to on day 2, Javi?
Well, San Juan really has to exert their dominance, especially in the shaded area. They got 20 out of their 34 makes from that interior. And then they have to crash the boards. 58 rebounds in that game against Kuala Lumpur Asil, 15 offensive rebounds. They need to limit their turnovers. They had 15 in that first game. AMA was able to force 36 points out of the 28 turnovers nitong ICC in that first game. So they have to limit their turnovers and take care of the rock. One more thing that they have to do is share the wealth. 7 players with at least 7 points in that game. And also 45 bench points para dito sa San Juan Knights.
And of course, Javi, you're talking about that one game by AMA Online Education over ICC 1994. A lot of back and forth game. And really, this guy here, Luke Parcero, just broke the standing record of most points in a game. And that's been something that's made this guy really special for AMA Online.
That's like Luke Parcero, 29 draftee of the PBA ng Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, was drafted 30th overall, exploded for 36 points in that match, tying the tournament record nito ni Thomas Torres from the Filbasket Subic Championship.
And so now let's head over to San Juan this time. Looking at San Juan in their first game, of course, this team also won, but in contrasting style, when the game of AMA was more back and forth, this really was total domination by the San Juan Knights.
That's right. From the get-go, they really dominated this game. No opportunity for Kuala Lumpur to be able to get back. Every time that the black shirts threatened to get a run, they always responded with 3-pointers and those fast break points. Built leads of as much as 38 points in that match.
Okay, so I think we got our first courtside report from Megan. Megan, take it away.
Thanks, Mike and Javi. We're here with now acting head coach, Coach Nani Pondolan. So, Coach Nani, we are not joined today by Coach Randy Alcantara. And can you take me through that? How was your reaction nung nalaman mong ikaw ang magiging acting head coach for today?
Well, prior to this game kasi, nagkausap na kami ni Coach Randy regarding sa mga possibilities na pwedeng mangyari. And yun nga, prior to this game, na-ready naman niya ako at the same time yung team namin. Like what he said nga, he's still coach on this system. And I'm just here to implement it, to make sure na na-implement at na-iraran yung sistema na yun.
Alright, thank you, Coach. Now, you only have 4 holdovers from your previous champion teams. But would you say that this team is a rebuilding team?
Tama ka nga, 4 holdovers. So basically, we're a new team. So, mas naging bata yung team namin. For 2 weeks preparation, medyo nagkaroon nga kami ng mga problema regarding sa mga in-input namin sa kanilang mga sistema. Pero, yun nga, some of them are familiar na sa amin. So, yung iba, medyo naiintindihan na and yung iba is familiar na rin. So, yung iba naman, medyo nalilito pa until now. So, prior to this tournament, nagkaroon kami ng mga tune-up games. And yun nga, sa video, napanood namin yung mga dapat namin mga i-correct yung mga lapses namin. And yun nga, at least kahit pa paano, nakaka-cope up na sila sa sistema na gusto namin i-run.
Alright, thank you so much, Coach Nani. Good luck on your game later. Back to you, Mike and Javi.
Thank you, Megan. And boy, this is promises to be a debut for Coach Nani Epundalan. But let's start this game on the road show. We'll turn you over to our venue announcer.
Good afternoon and welcome to Filbasket Summer Championship 2022, presented by Pure Gold. This is the first of our triple header featuring AMA Online Education and the San Juan Knights. Are you ready? Let's meet the starters of AMA Online Education. At guard number 16, Alvin Fuentes. At guard number 1, Richmond Sunga. At forward number 41, Luke Parcero. At forward number 24, Irvin Mendoza. And at center number 10, Nico Nolino. And now the starters of San Juan Knights. At guard number 1, CJ Isit. At guard number 17, Judel Fuentes. At forward number 18, Justin Gutang. And on the other forward, number 10, Maki Acosta. And at center, number 15, Christian Bunyag. Our officials for this game, Crew Chief John Santiago, first umpire Gary Villanueva, second umpire Ryan Soriano.
All right, there you have your starting lineup for AMA. We've got Luke Parcero, Irvin Mendoza, Alina and Fuentes rounding out with Sunga to starting 5 for AMA. While for the San Juan Knights, Justin Gutang and Mark Acosta, Christian Bunyag, Isit, and as well as the best player of last game for San Juan, Fuentes, starting the 5 for the San Juan Knights.
Yeah, usual suspects here for both squads. No changes in their starting lineup to begin this game. Tingnan natin if AMA will continue their momentum against this veteran San Juan Knights team. Coach Nani Epundalan was saying kanina that mas bumata yung team nila, but they got injected with veteran presence with guys like Mark Sarangay and Maki Acosta.
Yeah, but when you talk about that presence inside, of course, you're talking about the big guys of San Juan, as we see AMA online now in the front court, trying to get those first basket. As Alina, let's go, jumper, nothing in there. Talk about the big guys of these teams, Javi. What do you think about the big guy advantage of San Juan over AMA?
Well, San Juan, with Maki Acosta at the 4 spot, he can stretch the floor, he can hit it from the outside. Ito naman si Christian Bunyag, mainly an interior player for the San Juan Knights. It will be a good combination, that high-low play. We're going to see a lot of that, and those dribble drive passes off the handoffs.
Yeah, as we just saw, Gutang just swatting that shot off Parcero. Gutang I was talking to Gutang earlier, and I told him that his defense has really stepped up over the years, and he talked to me about Coach T.Y. Tang pressuring him and not letting up and telling him, man, you got to be a better basketball player. You have to defend on each and every time.
Yeah, that's right. Because sayang nga naman yung athleticism that Justin Gutang has. He's a very athletic player. He can get up, and he also has that speed at that 3 spot and very good height at that position.
Yeah, but you see Parcero getting those first 2 points for AMA. And we've been talking to Parcero also earlier, and he says, you know, if they win this match, it's really just credit to the effort that they do. They're just really taking it a game at a time.
Yeah, kasi nung first game nila against ICC, both squads, parehong school teams. Alam naman natin the other teams here were able to play in other leagues. Siyempre may konting giggle factor pa to start that game, and let's see if those jitters and those nerves have settled down in this game.
Yep, and we see that weave on that high post screen, nothing in there. Parcero now going baseline. Gutang just egging him to take the shot and ready for the defense as we see Irvin Mendoza. Man, that guy's got really good medium range jumper.
Yeah, that's right. Irvin Mendoza, 12 points in their last game, 5 out of 9 from the field. And he has really developed that perimeter shot through the years. Of course, a product of the Adamson Baby Falcons and the Ajax Generals.
And here we have the ball movement inside. The big men of San Juan Knights getting to work.
And AMA forgetting about the interior there. They were very noticed on the perimeter players. San Juan leading Maki Acosta wide open inside the shaded area.
And that's the second time we've seen Justin Gutang get that number on Parcero as we see a steal by Ama. One-on-one against Justin. The fake, the shot is good.
Almost an ill-advised shot there by Sunga, stopping abruptly. Buti na lang he got his defender off with that ball fake and nailed that short-range jumper.
Could have gone either way for him, Javi. So meantime, we got San Juan Knights again trying to break that zone defense here put up by Ama. Acosta with that drive, the kick out, the shot, is it? No good. And look at Christian Bunyag. This is what we've been talking about in an end one on Christian Bunyag. That height factor has got to play a big role in the shaded area for the San Juan Knights.
Yeah, sabi nga natin at the top of our coverage, San Juan has to be able to crash the boards. 58 rebounds nga sila in that game and 15 of that offensive kind. As we see Christian Bunyag lording it over the AMA big men on that play and getting one opportunity.
As you see that slow-mo that was brought to you in here for that move by Christian Bunyag. And once again, backward pressure here on the guards of Ama. 7-6 San Juan up just by 1.
Well, backward pressure really not something the Knights did in their game against the Kuala Lumpur Seal. Of course, not much effort really needed on that defensive end because Kuala Lumpur was just really caught on a bad day from the field in that game.
Oh, costly turnover there for Sunga. Early basket there for Fuentes. Again, he's one of the guys that San Juan will look to from a point production standpoint.
That's right. Junel Fuentes coming out of the CEU program and also played for various leagues na rin sa ating mid-pro level and bringing in the experience in this game.
Now Parcero playing a decoy right there and able to dish to the big guy. And the San Juan Knights right now up by 1 as we see Gutang fouled on that three-point attempt by Sunga.
Well, those fouls, AMA has to be careful about committing those fouls in this game, especially against a taller squad like the San Juan Knights. They don't want to commit those tiki-taki fouls, those unnecessary contact. I'm sure Coach Mark Herrera will tell them about it in their next time out.
Right on that. And ito si Gutang has really brought a lot of, I guess, factors favoring and on the advantage of San Juan Knights. He's got height, he's got heft, he's a good defender. And, you know, this guy, we just can't wait for him to get to the, hopefully, the PBA as he tries to go for the draft this year.
That's right. 15 points, 11 rebounds, almost a triple-double with 8 assists. Really stuffing the stat sheet in that game.
As we see here now, Reed Baklig, designated point guard for Ama, setting up the table for the online educators. Parcero against Gutang. He's been having a difficult time. See, good defense once again by Justin Gutang.
Well, Parcero definitely going to be the focal point of the defense para dito sa San Juan Knights as Maki Acosta misses from the left corner, but CJ Isit able to get the offensive rebound up and in with the putback.
Kahit na yung mga maliliit na players ng San Juan Knights, nakakakuha na rin ng rebound sa Javi. And it looks like the guards of Ama as well would have their hands full as we see now Fuentes on the other end. That's it down.
That three-point shot has worked wonders for them, especially in that first game against the ICC Blue Hawks. They really struggled in those first 2 quarters, but flipped the switch in the second half and big reason was their 3-point shooting. Ito naman si Jonel Fuentes continues his efficient shooting from the field. 2 out of 2 na to begin this game.
Yeah, excellent setup there for San Juan to break that zone press. Meantime, we got Irvin Mendoza knocking down the 3. I was talking to him earlier. What's that one weapon that you think people haven't seen yet? And he says, it's my 3.
Yeah,
and he definitely showed it to us.
That's right, because Irvin Mendoza was mainly known as a banger, as a bruiser during his high school and college days, and developed that outside shot as Justin Gutang catches that alley-oop of that beautiful pass.
Ganda naman ng pasa na yon para kay Christian Bunyag. The ball movement dito sa side ng San Juan, talaga naman makikita mong very fluid right now. Of course, we got Fuentes knocking down another triple on that corner, and we'd like to remind everyone that Filbasket, of course, is brought to you by Pure Gold and making things possible for us in this Filbasket season. An exchange of 3s. Boy, raining ang 3 dito, Javi.
Barrage of 3s from both teams. 2 out of 3 na, 66% itong AMA. Meanwhile, 2 out of 5 for San Juan Knights.
Baklig on that kick out and that drive, nothing there for Fuentes. Meantime, we got another shot for San Juan, nothing in there. Fuentes just missing open point, 3-pointer. Parcero, medyo nag-hesitate na si Parcero ngayon after nung pahirapan siya sa mga tira niya kanina ni Justin Gutang.
You see really the defense is clamping down on him, making it hard for him. I see Coach Nani Pondolan wants to make the other guys beat them in this game.
Justin Gutang attacking inside. And there's another foul that's going to be called. As we turn over to Megan Cabrera for more news from courtside. Megan?
Yes, Mike and Javi. We have 2 teams coming both fresh off wins from their last game. So for AMA Online Education, Coach Mark Herrera, ang kanyang pakay talaga papasok ng Filbasket was to improve their leagues, their program further, since they are a school-based team at very young kanilang players. 85% of them ay estudyante pa at ang average age nila ay 18. So they really want to capitalize on this, on their speed, especially going up against San Juan Knights. Sabi nila medyo dehado sila when it comes to height and experience. Now for San Juan Knights naman, Coach Nani said this is a mental game. Hindi sila pwedeng mas-stuck on Cloud9 after their last win, especially with their very big margin. So ang payo lang niya is to respect their opponent and play their level. Mike and Javi?
Thank you very much, Megan. And that's a good point, no? The contrasting stories ito between Coach Mark Herrera and Nani Pondalan. Well, Nani just pushed into the limelight because of the availability of Coach Randy Alcantara for this. So we'll see how he reacts later in this match as this progresses.
That's right, first head coaching stint nga ito ni Coach Nani Pondolan because of the absence of Coach Randy Alcantara within the NCAA bubble, coaching the Mapua Cardinals. So let's see how the San Juan Knights will respond to that.
Well, Clarita now on the floor together with Ibanez. That baseline drive, baseline drift, that shot nothing there. And that's going to be a foul. Ball will stay with San Juan Knights.
Really no resistance from AMA on that rebound play. They're offering really little hardship para dito sa San Juan Knights to get those offensive rebounds. They have to do a better job of boxing out to be able to finish those defensive possessions.
Yep, and the Filbasket, would like to remind everyone, is also brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agriculture Corporation. And this match really is just closer than what we expected. San Juan just up by 3 points, considering the height advantage. That's a very evident, Javi.
Yeah, and I'm sure AMA with that win against ICC Bluehawks, although school team ang kalaban nila noon, the confidence has been a big factor for them to be able to keep in step with the San Juan Knights at the beginning of this game.
Ito naman, Reed Baklig, batang-bata, sinabayan, Ibanez. That's a new blood of guard going up against Nino Ibanez. And I think we got a timeout. Filbasket will be right back. As we see here, a lot of that drive by Baklig going on an instant replay brought to you by Smart. And Reed Baklig really doing a number on that last sequence on the San Juan. Of course, they got their hands full right here. 24-17 our score. As we are back here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex, and it's the San Juan Knights leading AMA Online Education 24-19. Mike Perez together with Javi Palanya, and joined courtside by Megan Cabrera. As we see that drive by Ibanez, and he's clipped.
Zone defense here, 2-3 being played by AMA off that timeout. Titingnan natin if they will be able to crash the boards. Alam naman natin na pag 2-3 zone, it's harder for teams to finish with that defensive rebound because you are guarding spots on the floor and not men. So it will take a total team effort for AMA to be able to crash those boards and finish those defensive possessions.
And of course, we'd like to thank Candigo Scoreboard, the multi-sport scoring solutions. If you need anything on scoreboards, Candigo right there for you to provide that. So in here we got now the AMA Online. Jumper in the corner, another good three for Irvin Mendoza. True to his word, he's got a three on his arsenal.
Irvin Mendoza, first game pa lang, you could see that confidence in his outside shot, and that is not something that we usually see from this guy, but he has developed that throughout the years, and we are seeing that right now.
But somehow we're seeing medyo hirap ang San Juan Knights in beating that press, that zone defense rather, by AMA Online. And looking for that basket.
Yun na nga ang problema, no? When we play that zone defense, it's going to be harder for them to crash the glass. As we look at the three-point field goal story, 4 out of 5 for AMA and 2 out of 9 para dito sa San Juan Knights.
And now the San Juan Knights tumatakbo. Big guys running up and down. And that ball will stay on San Juan as Salduo was fouled as he was trying to attempt for that gap in the lane.
Of course, Chester Saldua, one of the veteran additions here for Coach Nani Epodolan and the San Juan Knights. This guy can mix it up inside with the best of them and also can stretch the floor for the red shirts.
At saka kitang-kita mo talaga, Javi, I mean, even when you look at on paper, all the lineups of 6'2", 6'3", 6'4s on San Juan and AMA, young guns as they are, they're still in here and competing against these big guys.
Yeah, the only problem here for AMA early on is really finishing those defensive possessions with a defensive rebound. That is very important for them because they are shooting well from the field. 60% in fact para dito sa white shirts.
All right, as you see another foul there that's called. And our prize money sponsor is brought to you by Medisure Pharmacy. And these just sponsors really helping us throughout in making Filbasket possible for each and every one of us.
For those of you who don't know, 1 million pesos ang pinaglalabanan ng ating 12 teams dito sa ating Filbasket Summer Championship. So really the motivation, the added incentive for these teams to play really hard game in and game out.
Well, down 6 points, AMA making a good account of themselves here. But the story, I guess, is that Luke Parcero has been limited to very few productions, at least in the first quarter.
Yeah, Luke Parcero hasn't scored in this game. As we see here, fast break attempt by AMA. Irvin Mendoza.
Oh, Irvin with that spin, and a put back by Alina off that miss.
Well, great effort there by the white shirts, not giving up on the play, crashing the offensive boards, and getting the putback inside.
At the same time, that zone still proceeds for AMA. Big guys. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Ato Olar.
Well, we've seen that early on para dito sa San Juan Knights. The interior passing from the big men ito ni Coach Nani Epundolan has been making it hard for the defense itong AMA.
And without Luke Parcero inside the floor, AMA really just trying to look for other ways to score. The shot clock's down to 6. Offense now over to trying to beat the quarter. Oh, missed on the jam by Saldua. And that's gonna end the first quarter. San Juan Knights up by 6, 32-26. And Saldua just ending up with a smile going to the bench on that missed dunk. And so far, we've been seeing a lot of good things on the side of AMA, Javi. But also, I think the factor of Luke Parcero not being able to contribute shows here that they're still down by 6, 32 and 26. Summer 2022 championship here. Mike here together with Javi covering the game for you between San Juan Knights and AMA Online Educators. I mean, all the while we thought that this is going to be an early, I guess, advantage for San Juan, but AMA, despite Parcero not performing really well, is making a good account of themselves.
Yeah, that's right. But AMA has to get more options on offense going for them in their last game. Only 4 players scoring in double figures, so they have to stretch out that offensive production, talking about the white shirts here.
It looks like the focus really is here, and on the first quarter, AMA's shooting 10 out of 18 and San Juan 10 out of 20. Talk about that, Javi.
Well, not really much difference there on field goal percentage story. But yun nga, yung rebounds talaga ang nakakalamang dito para sa San Juan Knights. So they already have 13 rebounds compared to just 7 para dito sa AMA.
At mukhang nagsisimula ng uminit sa 3-point region itong San Juan Knights as Jonard Clarito hits that one as we see Parcero really bleeding for his points, Javi.
That's right, bleeding is the proper term there, Mike. And San Juan throwing different looks at him. Kanina it was Gutam guarding him. Ngayon si Salduan naman. But Gutam stepping back into the game. And siguro siya na ulit ang babantay dito kay Luke Parcero.
At saka sobrang hirap nun, Javi. Iba-ibang klaseng depensa yung binibigay sa'yo. And if you're the designated scorer of that team, you really have to find a way to create baskets for your team. And that time around, good defense there by AMA Online. They're down 7, 35-28. Bordeos, another scoring guy para sa Online Educators. Shot clock's down to 14. Alina with a drive in the middle. And the ball will stay with the AMA Online Educators. They got 9 seconds on the shot clock, Javi.
Well, you're seeing here that the defense of the San Juan Knights are trying to funnel the white shirts going inside because they know they have the advantage inside. But Luke Parcero finding a way to fish for that foul against Justin Gutam.
And man, you could see lahat ng makaharap ni Parcero knowing that this guy brinade niya yung one game score of a player at 36 in the last game. Talagang, they're trying to bring that defense to Parcero.
Yeah, every time Parcero has the ball, the defense is really aggressively going to him, forcing him into difficult situations to pass or to get a difficult shot.
Yep, and sobrang makikita mo yung concentration din ng San Juan Knights really trying to zero in on Parcero in this case. But AMA doing a good job on that zone defense. That's actually keeping them in the game, Javi.
Yeah, that's right. Kasi we all know that San Juan is not really a very good three-point shooting team. Only 10 out of 30 as CJ Isit nails that floater. CJ Isit, long-time player here for the San Juan Knights. Wasn't able to play in the Filbasket Subic Championship, but was able to suit up for them in the recently concluded Chuksago MPBL Invitational. Bordeos launching it from the left corner, but missing.
Yeah, they're trying to get someone free inside, and look at that rim run by Ato Olar.
Lazy transition defense there by AMA, not locating the man, especially the one near the ring. Ato Olar able to finish with the deuce.
There's that usual wing exchange as we Alina missing on that floater. Once again, the big guys on the run. Ito magiging problema, Javi, ng ating ng AMA Online. As we would like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the Filbasket Summer Championship. Ito yung magiging problema malaki ng AMA, Javi. once the San Juan Knights start controlling that defensive board, it's going to be leak outs every time.
Yeah, that's right. And once the lead starts to grow here for the San Juan Knights, it will be interesting to see how how AMA will respond to that. Of course, they are a very young team. We will see if they have that fortitude to be able to come back and respond to the pressure that the San Juan Knights are giving to them in this game.
Reed Buckleague as well has his hand full against the guards that's thrown at him, this time against Nino Ibanez, and that time, that's the second time that Buckleague actually was able to collect a foul on a drive of Ibanez.
Well, Baklig, second time around that he was able to attack the lane. Kanina, he was able to get a floater to get inside now, right now, drawing a foul from Ibanez. Pero, Coach Mike, it has been apparent for the white shirts in this game. Sa offensive sets nila, not much ball movement and more one-on-one plays para dito sa kanila. And I think they have to emphasize more ball distribution.
Right. And I agree with you on that observation, Javi. Lalo na when they have that high pick and roll, they need to get everybody else involved. Field free throw percentages, Javi, 5 of 6 for AMA, while San Juan, that's got 10 out of 12. Not much difference, though, on that end, too.
Yeah, but you know, that 10 out of 12 advantage by San Juan has been able to really say that that height advantage, they are using that to their perfection in this game.
Right. First double-digit lead here for San Juan Knights. And Parcero, look at him just being hounded and forced him into a travel. And man, if I'm Coach Nani in Pundalan, I'm gonna give a big tap on the shoulder on each and every one that's been in front of Parcero in this game.
Yeah, because it's not just the individual defense that has worked here against Luke Parcero. You see the help coming every time he tries to go into the lane as Janelle Fuentes knocks down that elbow jumper.
As we head into the timeout, Filbasket Food is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agriculture Corporation. And we'll be right back in this match between San Juan and AMA Online. Okay, that guy, Irvin Mendoza, has been pouring those threes para dito sa AMA Online. And it's really something that Irvin, as parang sinasabi niya na meron ako nito.
Yeah, he has been the top scorer here for the white shirts in this game with 8 points. Filling in for the absence ng production nito ni Luke Parcero. But there has to be more offense coming from the other guys nitong AMA Computer College.
And immediately, San Juan going to that press to start coming off that timeout. And we got a 5-second violation. Man, sobrang ang taas na ng level ng depensa nito sa second quarter ng San Juan.
They are definitely amping up the defensive pressure. Talking about the San Juan Knights, they don't want to take any chances. Alam nila na AMA has a tendency to get hot, especially from the perimeter and the Rainbow Country.
And right now, the duo of Isit and Fuentes on the floor doing the backcourt. And we would like to thank Contigo Scoreboard, the multi-sport scoring solutions, for helping us out here in Filbasket to see another triple for the San Juan Knights.
Janelle Fuentes already with 12 points here in this game, continuing his stellar play.
And AMA Online just really having to settle for threes now, with that defense just tightening up para dito sa San Juan Knights, and they're crashing the ball inside. Kaya naman, na-foul na naman si Jonald Clarito sa loob.
They are able to get to the paint at will here, Mike. And it has been very hard for the big men ng AMA to stop the bigs of San Juan, opting just to foul them.
Yep, and of course, itong si Jonard Clarito, a seasoned veteran coming off the MPBL, having been a champion in there. And sobrang talagang makikita mo yung pagka magiging niya, parang matured in the approach of the game. And that's what Jonard Clarito really brings para dito sa San Juan Knights. As we see have a lull here, I think may inaayos yata something in the floor, and some confusion that's going on before we hand over the next second free throw for Jonard Clarito.
I think it's the shooting sleeve nito ni Luke Parcero. I think he had to change it. But previously, earlier, we saw on your screens Orlan Wamar still not playing in this second game for the San Juan Knights. He has an injured wrist. Of course, Orlan Wamar, one of the mythical selections sa ating Filbasket Subic Championship, and was a very big reason why they made it to the finals and pushed AICC Manila to a deciding Game 3.
That's right. And meantime, here we got another possession here for San Juan Knights. Our prize money sponsor is brought to you by Medisure Pharmacy. We're talking about that 1 million prize money for the winner of this season. So you see a 3 by Justin Gutang. Ooh, that's gotta hurt for AMA Online.
If there was something missing in the arsenal of Justin Gutang in his days with the College of the St. Benil Blazers, it is that outside shot. And with his plan to eventually get drafted in the PBA, he has been told by his mentors, by his advisors, that he has to develop that three-point shot to be able to be a more complete player and have more teams want to get him.
And with defense stepping up, San Juan Knights now up by 22 points on that basket. 53-31, parang di natin napansin. Ganun na kagad yung laki ng lamang ng San Juan Knights, Javi.
We said that at start of the game, San Juan has to crash the boards to be able to keep AMA at bay, and that is exactly what they have been doing here.
As we see, Parcero continues to miss from beyond the arc. Totally controlled game here so far after that lull. And San Juan really just breaking down this game in the second quarter. Another 3 right there for Fuentes.
Well, kanina in the first quarter, it was AMA who was hotter from downtown, but right now San Juan finding their stroke from Rainbow Country.
In the meantime, we got Parcero again against Justin Gutang, and Parcero just everybody na dinadaanan ni Luke Parcero. There's a teammate of Justin Gutang that helps out in the coverage.
And you see Luke Parcero really not looking to pass whenever he has that ball. It's either he has that open shot from the perimeter or he puts the ball on the floor. Hindi talaga siya tumitingin sa iba niyang teammates, and that's a big reason why nahihirapan sila to get baskets on the offensive end.
Yeah, that was a foul called on Jonard Carito. Meantime, Irvin Mendoza so far yung nag-iisang light para dito sa AMA Online. And Parcero tries the 3, still no good, and he continues to miss. And Filbasket is brought to you by Pure Gold. And the struggle continues para dito kay Luke Parcero.
Luke Parcero, 2 out of 8 from the field here for AMA with only 6 points. As Jonel Fuentes, a rare miss here from the left corner pocket.
As we see a foul in that last contact on that board play. Maki Acosta called for that foul, and San Juan Knights already in penalty. Almost looks like the points of Parcero coming from the free throws, Abby.
Yeah, you know, he really has to. He has been bleeding for his points in this game. Kung hindi mo mahihirap na tira, it has been from the charity stripe. And really, Coach Mark Herrera has to make those adjustments and tell his players to share the rock and share the wealth to be able to keep the defense of the San Juan Knights guessing.
Do you think Reed Buckleague should be stepping up in the absence of, now that we have Irvin Mendoza's doing really good, do we need a Reed Buckleague to, you know, step in the spotlight and play that role for AMA.
Oh yeah, definitely, and not just in the scoring department, but also in the playmaking. After all, he is the point guard of this squad, and he has to be able to quarterback his team into great offensive possessions to be able to trim this deficit. They are staring at a 23 deficit at this point.
Look at that three-guard rotation para dito sa San Juan Knights. Ibanez, Isit, and Fuentes. That's a loaded backcourt para dito sa San Juan Knights. Unable to get a shot. Goes, nope. Rebound tipped. And there's a foul. Ball will turn over in favor of AMA Online. Pretty good defense right there by AMA.
That was good defense until the very last second. But you see there, Mike, hindi talaga sila nagba-box out eh. They're trying to get those rebounds off the jump, and that is going to be hard against a taller San Juan team. You have Mark Sarangay, Maki Acosta, very, very grizzled veterans, especially at this level. So AMA has to be able to block off those bodies inside and collect those rebounds.
That's right. As we see Parcero again going to the bench and getting some breather. Sobrang pagod na siguro yan sa hirap ng paghanap niya ng puntos para dito sa AMA Online Educators. Ibanez this time in the front court. Ball movement still, trying to find that open gap para dito sa zone defense. That shot will not go in. Kick out. Take on the three. Takes the shot. Elbow jumper is good.
Now you see here the bigs of San Juan. Earlier in the first quarter, they were the ones heading the offensive charge, but right now they are doing the intangibles, tapping the ball outside for those offensive rebounds as Baklig able to stick a floater inside.
Oh, ang ganda ng mga basket ni Baklig, but they need more of that as they're down huge right now. And this still is continuing to be a press defense, a zone defense rather, para dito sa AMA Online Educators.
Sorry, missed there for Mark Sarangay. That was something that was a very makeable shot, pero medyo nailang siya na defensa nun ni Irvin Mendoza.
And we got a timeout called for on the floor, 58-35. San Juan still up, and we'll be right back with this match. And as we see more of the action here in the second quarter, I will be right back. Back to the action as we see our fans joining us here in the San Jose Del Monte Sports Complex. And if you're not doing anything, come join us here. It's free seating. Mainit sa labas, dito medyo malamig. And makikita niyo pa yung mga basketball players na ina-idolize ninyo. And this is a really good opportunity para kayo can you go back and enjoy the game of basketball?
Yeah, that's right. It has been a while for the fans to be able to witness live basketball action. And we are very lucky that San Jose Del Monte has been hosting us these past couple of game days.
Well, Fuentes losing that leather, but it will remain with AMA Online. They got 19 seconds to shoot on the floor. Oh, nice play there by Fuentes. Heads up play. Naisahan niya si Peralta, Javi.
Yeah. Na-veteran move sila doon ng bata.
Oh, sabi siguro ni Peralta, naisahan ako doon. Ang daming nanonood. Mukhang kailangan bumawi ako. And meantime, AMA Online going strong. The shot, it's good.
Kanina, Mike, in the first quarter, wala masyado pang tao ang nanonood sa ating audience. But right now, the dumadami, looks like AMA getting their energy from the crowd and really revitalized. Look at that effort at that block there.
We're seeing better effort now. Shot clock's down to 5 seconds, Javi. And that defense by AMA Online holding through right here as we see a corner shot. It's good. Got to break the backs of AMA Online.
That was just a really heartbreaker there for AMA. Jonel Fuentes once again hitting from that area.
But AMA Online trying to close the quarter strong. 10 seconds to shoot for the white shirts. Reed Baklig on that beautiful pass to Reyes. It's good.
See, that's what I've been saying. Reed Baklig, now that he has been able to establish himself as an offensive threat, able to draw the defense and pass it off at the last second.
Right, and ganda ng mga movement so far, but the movement on the defensive end of AMA, makikita mo na longer closeouts, no, more movement on their legs. And that move of the game, beautiful move there. Naka move is presented to you by Pure Gold. Man, I thought you only see that in the NBA, but you get to see that in Filbasket too.
Well, you see that also in Pinoy street ball. So giving us a little bit of street ball action itong si Fuentes.
Well, after all, that's what Filbasket is. It's really about Pinoy basketball.
That's right. So both Fuentes showing up here for their respective squads.
And defense has really stepped up for AMA, Javi, in this last part of the second quarter to close the half.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Mark Herrera gives emphasis on defense, and I'm sure he wasn't very happy with the effort that his boys were showing in the first quarter and that early part of the second. So now, trying to close out the second quarter on a high note.
Ika nga, sabi nga nila, it doesn't matter how you start, what matters is how you finish, and that's what AMA is showing us right now. They're down still, but you gotta love the effort, and we got Coach Mark Herrera calling for timeout, wanting to close out this final possession for AMA. And it's 60-41. That's a huge lead, but we'll see what AMA does when we come back. Final 13 seconds to close the half. AMA online trying to chip some more on that deficit.
They're going for the last shot here.
Right. Reed Baklig hurrying. Bordeos corner three. Nope. Enough time for San Juan to get off one final shot. The three on its way. No good. And that's about what happened in the first half. San Juan Knights in domination, but AMA online coming back. And this is going to be very interesting on what the talk is going to be in the dugout for AMA. As they're down 60-41, we will be back with the second half of action.
I'm here with the senior brand head of Wilson, Errol Cajefe Elicanal. Hi Errol, how do you plan to expand further in the Philippines?
Wilson would like to fortify its brand presence to the basketball community by supporting more leagues, especially professional league like Filbasket. Because us from Wilson, we believe that we have a lot of great basketball players, and I think Filbasket is a perfect avenue for them to showcase their talents.
Great, Errol. How further can Wilson and Filbasket take its partnership or any future plans with Filbasket?
With the games that Filbasket is giving and showcasing to the Filipino basketball fans, I think our partnership with Filbasket will go a long way.
Thank you, Errol. Any message for all the basketball fans out there?
To all the basketball fans out there, if you want to watch a real game, please support Filbasket.
Thank you so much, Errol. Back to you guys.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day.
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya. Get giga-powered na day.
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
All right, so at the turn of the half, San Juan Knights leading over AMA 60-41. Big story there is the end of the second quarter when AMA made a good run for themselves as we see this inside domination by the big guys Justin Gutang scoring on that one. And those corners threes have been working for AMA. And lead back league so far in the absence, Javi, of a Parcero who's been locked in. And of course, that magic inbound move there para sa AMA. And just the shooting of San Juan Knights really just catching up and making life more difficult, especially when it got to that part na talagang nag-press na sila. And have you talked to us about the halftime stats?
Yeah, we see here the numbers, 45% from the field para dito sa AMA Computer Education and 51% for the San Juan Knights. And this is mainly because of the inside presence that San Juan has in this ball game. Already 16 points off the second chance points of 11 offensive rebounds and 22 points inside the paint, really exerting their dominance inside the shaded area. 21 bench points and 13 only for AMA. Lamang pa rin dyan ang San Juan. And again, the second chance points, 16 to only 4 para dito sa kalamangan ng San Juan Knights.
So kitang-kita mo dito yung depth advantage ng San Juan Knights as well as the height advantage, especially inside the paint, no? Pagka nagmimintis, it's short rebound, it's always the big guys. And meantime, our leading scorers for AMA, we've got Alvin Fuentes with 8, Irvin Mendoza and Luke Parcero also with 8, Reedback League with 5, while for the San Juan Knights, it's Fuentes with 17 and Gutang leading the scorers for San Juan with 13. And let's talk about these two guys, Fuentes and Gutang. The last time that they played, sila rin yung top 2 scorers natin, and this time, it's still those two guys that's really scoring a lot para dito sa Knights.
Yeah, that's right. Early on, they have already combined for 30 points. And we are just entering our second half para naman dito sa AMA Computer Education. Luke Parcero does have 8 points, but he's only 22.2% from...
Go one-on-one and make those baskets. Eventually, there's going to be a point in the game where you have to move. As you see that loop play inside again for San Juan Knights. Christian Bunyag with another 2 points. 4 straight points for the big guy, Javi.
It's really hard when the ball gets into the interior for San Juan Knights because that height advantage, despite those botched passes and those botched alley-oop plays, nakukuha pa rin nila ang bola because of their sheer height advantage.
And De La Rosa once again single-handedly getting that shot off para sa AMA as we go to that set play once again para dito sa Knights. Is it the corner 3 with no good? Look at Bunyag battling for that ball, and Irvin Mendoza just lucky that it got off Christian.
Yeah, that's right. You saw Christian Bunyag just approach the shaded area and no one really to box him out right there.
Right, as we see another 3 attempt right here. Even the big guys of AMA just making it, just trying to get that shot outside, couldn't get it inside the paint. And meantime, we got a 3 here on the way. It's still no good. Fuentes on the drive. As we turn over to Megan Cabrera. Megan?
Thanks, Mike. So earlier I got the chance to listen in on the huddle with Coach Mark Herrera. Now, even though they were down by 19 at the second half, they are still going to fight for this. Ika nga ni Coach, lalaban pa rin sila. So, ang kanilang mga sinusolusyonan ngayon is yung late defense nila. So, kanina pa nire-remind ni Coach ang team na mas bilisan pa nila at bumaba pa sila sa court so that they could also get the chance to score. And right now, Luke Parcero is still getting fired up right now, but still, they ended the huddle with good spirits. And of course, sabi nga niya, isa sa mga advantages ng pagiging isang school-based team is that they really have a lot of spirit to go around. Mike?
Thank you very much, Megan. That's true, no? In situations like these, yung spirit of being competitive from a school standpoint is really parang pride factor yan, no? And I just want to say that 3-pointer of Mendoza earlier on is really just testament of his outside shooting, Javi.
3 out of 4 already from 3-point country para dito kay Irvin Mendoza. But Fuentes continues to sizzle here for the San Juan Knights.
And Parcero still that defense, not letting up on him. Ball almost stolen, and the counter steal. Gutang out now. Fuentes, is it running the other side? It's good.
Fast break play there, run to perfection by the red shirts. Fuentes dropping it off at the last second to the streaking CJ Isit on the left side, finishing with his strong hand.
Lidas Balloon back to 21 para dito sa Knights. As you see that drive, De La Rosa really trying to, spark his team to, hey, come on guys, let's get back in this game.
Yeah, that's right. You like to see that energy, that effort, and that heart from the AMA Computer Education players. But yun na nga they have to play the right way. They have to move the basketball, get more man movement, and be able to get the defense of San Juan guessing. Because as it stands right now, masyadong madali para sa San Juan to defend these guys.
Yep, tama ka doon. And I think going back dun sa kanina ang natin, napag-usapan about AMA, scoreboard is, right there, scores 47 and 68. 6:40 remaining. Isit with a shot. It trickles in.
Well, sinabi nga natin at the top of the coverage that CJ Isit looking to make an impact here in this Filbasket Summer Championship because of his absence dun sa ating Subic bubble.
And Isit once again moving that ball on the corner. Gutang will let go. Nothing there. And De La Rosa looking to push that ball up front. Ito sinasabi ni Coach Mark kanina sa timeout nila. Bilisan pa natin bumaba para magkaroon tayo ng opportunity. But the big guy still in defense right there as we see Fuentes flying high for that layup shot.
See, that is a problem when you play a lot of one-on-one basketball on the offensive end. Yung moral ng players ng ng offensive squad rather to go down back on transition, bumababa talaga, kaya medyo it's getting lazy for them to catch those offensive players off that leak out.
Yeah, either way, it's gonna affect the game. In the meantime, we're going back to Megan Cabrera. Megan?
Yes, guys, tama ang sinabi niyo kanina. Isit is really very eager to get back in the game. So as you know, matagal na siya sa San Juan Knights, but he did take a bit of a break when he got married and had to go to Canada for to fix a few things. But as he got back, he admitted that he was not in the best shape, so hindi rin siya nakasali dun sa huling edition natin ng Filbasket. And at the same time, when he came back for the MPBL Invitational, he also wasn't at tip-top shape. So right now, he says he is where he needs to be, and as I said a while ago, he's very eager to get back, and he will definitely peak at the right moment. Definitely good ang timing niya for this one.
Thank you, Megan, for that report. Well, sabi nga nila, Javi, basketball is important, but life is importanter, right?
That's right.
At the end of the day, these guys are still people, and family, it always comes first. As we see Parcero trying to get off that one, nothing in there. And Justin Gutang just really active on the ball and even off.
Kasi wala pa rin talagang difference on the offensive sets nitong AMA Computer Education. And Coach Mark Herrera has to make that adjustment if they don't want the San Juan Knights to really pull away for good in this game.
Yep, tama ka dyan. And meantime, the zone defense really holding up here. We got a little under 5 seconds remaining. And that shot let go, it's no good. Look at the rebounding power there. But the ball tapped to the wrong guy. Parcero with the leather. You see his hesitation. He could have taken that shot, but he didn't. Well, there. Man, I gotta tell you, when Irvin Mendoza told me the three is something that you guys should see, that guy was on cue.
He has definitely developed that shot. I'm sure he has been practicing that a lot sa kanilang mga ensayo as Justin Gutang gets another easy basket in the interior. Ito yung problema ng AMA, no? When they are not able to force those stops against San Juan Knights, wala silang opportunity to go out in transition and push the pace.
Correct. At saka you can't just afford to just exchange basket. You gotta step it up and put a little steroid on that para makabalik kayo kasi medyo malaki na yung laman. That's a 25-point lead, although we still have a full quarter ahead of us. But we don't know Coach Mark Herrera has up his sleeves to try and cut down on this deficit. Oh, beautiful move! What a move right there! That shot will not count. Ibanez could not believe it himself. I could not believe it.
Well, a little bit more steps there than what he wanted on that play. Could have been a highlight play para dito kay Ibanez, as you see that right again.
Look at that, Javi. Just makes you want to go back to that playing court again, huh? And then naman Parcero trying to do a number on Gutang, and Justin Gutang just emphatically contesting that call, saying, I did foul and just fell down. Pero he did hit him in the arm, and Parcero still trying to get that rhythm in this game.
Yeah, and he has really been forcing the issue every time he gets the basketball. Pero hirap na hirap talaga siya against Justin Gutang because Justin Gutang is a little bit taller than him, a few inches or maybe centimeters. And of course, Gutang has the athletic advantage over dito kay Luke Parcero. And yun na, Coach Nani Ipundulan, I'm sure emphasized in practice that we have to stop this guy.
Well, this guy is pretty good on the free throws, but I think it's the mental game that's getting to Parcero now, splitting his free throws. And somehow Coach Mark Herrera's really just hoping that something would come out of Parcero in the latter part of this match. Jonard Clarito on that drive. Beautiful pass inside. Ato Olar sinks that floater.
AMA adjusting their zone defense there to a 1-2-2, but no difference on the side of San Juan. Still getting an easy basket inside.
And once again, Ato Olar on that defensive end that time. Alam mo, you gotta love the story of Ato Olar. He entered the Trans sometime, I think, in 2016. And he was always on the reserve pool of Letran. Couldn't cut through. In fact, parang he just represents the slam dunk competition, so and so. But he held on to the program, and Coach Bonitan believed in him. And so he is where he is now. And a much better player and achieving for that point. And Peralta sinks that beautiful three-pointer right there, Javi.
That is just not helping the cause of the white shirts right now. There was a hand up in his face, but just better offense there by Peralta.
Yep. As we see De La Rosa off that difficult spinner from near elbow.
You see the variety of shots here by AMA. Talagang actually walang variety masyado on the offensive sets, and that is why they have been having a hard time putting points inside the basket.
Another three on its way, no good. And the white shirts on the run. They are down 26, trying to cut down on this deficit. Bordeos, the kick out over to De La Rosa once again. Still no go, and just can't seem to get over that hump, Javi.
And just great transition defense there by San Juan Knights. Alam nila that AMA is a good transition team.
As we see the AMA Online guys getting a basket for two. And our prize money sponsor is brought to you by Medisure Pharmacy. 1 million up at stake, man. You want to go home with that prize money.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, of course, everybody, I'm sure, wants to win that cash prize.
And meantime, we got Ibanez, the kick over on the wing three, nothing there. And that shot's nothing as well for the Knights. That shot by Mendoza is still no good. And just a lot of frustration now starting to creep in para dito sa MA Online.
Sayang because they already finished that offensive sequence with a rebound. As here, Baklig having that bounce pass off para dito kay Fuentes, finishing inside with that reverse.
That replay was brought, the move of the game was brought to you by Pure Gold. And wow, we got to go into the timeout. 80-55, AMA still down. Third quarter coming up next. AMA finished that half strong, Javi, but Knights just started stronger the third quarter, and that lead is back up to 25, 80-55 with a minute and 33 left. In the third quarter. Press here by AMA. Good defense for the white shirts. Villablanca, the pass, kick to Baklig. Baklig hesitating. The kick out, the shot for three, still no good, and really just having difficulty getting that goal and that shot para dito sa AMA Online. Shot clock is down. 5 seconds to shoot. The shot by Mendoza is good. The only shining star for AMA.
He has been really the brightest spot here for AMA Computer Education in this game. But the defense of AMA holding up there, extending their defense into the backcourt and producing wonders there. But Ato Olar missing another offensive rebound by Clarito. But AMA ends up with the ball. Baklig pushing the action.
Amagat number, the pass. Oh, beautiful play between the three guards. Villablanca punctuating that with a basket.
See, this is the strength of AMA, their speed. They have to push the ball every opportunity they get, and those opportunities are made by finishing defensive possessions with rebounds.
Almost every time now, when you see Letran Knights, when you see the San Juan Knights rather, trying to go for that basket, they always end up with a possession. That time, naputokan sila ng 24 seconds. But if you're Coach Nani Pundulan, you like the intensity on the offensive board.
Yeah, that's right. Better effort being shown by AMA on the defensive end. As we see here, Baklig passing to Bordeos, and Bordeos jump pass here to his teammate.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Wow, that's got to be a nice play. Magbabalik po tayo. 80-59, Knights still up.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the match and the second playing day of Filbasket. My name is Mike, covering the game together with Javi Palanya and courtside Megan Cabrera. So far, Javi, it's been an all San Juan Knights show, except for that little good push at the latter part of the first half.
Yeah, that's right. AMA able to duplicate the effort that they showed to close out our first half. But for them to get back in this game, they have to start now and really trim this deficit as much as they can and keep it close until the last buzzer.
And meantime, we got the breakdown of the scores right there, leading up to the score of 59 and 80 per quarter. It's really been domination starting the second quarter right there when San Juan tried to, spread that lead in their favor.
Yeah, but better effort nga being shown on both ends of the floor, especially towards the latter part of that third period. But another lucky break there for San Juan, which was opened up by that save by Saldua. Ato Olar finishing with a left-handed deuce.
Yeah, now Javi, we know already that the Knights are doing really everything in what they prepared for. But if you're Coach Mark Herreras, what do you tell your team now with this huge deficit staring in with one quarter to go?
Well, there's still a lot of basketball left to be played in this game, and we've seen weirder things happen in the game of basketball. So just don't let up, have that effort, and maybe ramp it up even more for them to be able to get back in this game. But Ato Olar saying, no, I am keeping you guys at bay.
And when I was talking to Renato, to Ato Olar earlier, I said, ano ba yung goal mo on every game na natutunan mo sa mga previous coaches mo? And he goes, ano lang sa akin palagi is kailangan mahit ko palagi yung double-double ko. And at the rate he's going, he's taking a shot, getting a rebound, and making that basket, he's definitely on the stretch for the double-double.
Yeah, that's right. And I think he also had a double-double in their last game against Kuala Lumpur Seal.
Of course, we'd like to remind everyone again that Filbasket is brought to you by Pure Gold as we see Breed Baklig with that difficult layup shot. I would like to thank Pure Gold again for helping us here at Filbasket.
Well, Reed Baklig showing a little bit of life here at the start of the fourth quarter for AMA. But they will have to force more stops and turnovers here.
Oh, that's got to be a foul right there.
Actually, not much fouls being called in this game, Mike.
Right. And as we go back to that twisting layup shot there by Reed Buckley. Look at the degree of difficulty on that layup. Brought to you by Pure Gold. That's the move of the game right there. And the move of the game is presented to you by Pure Gold. Wouldn't you love to be Reed Buckley and be on that highlight?
Oh yeah, definitely. And you just have to admire the courage and the confidence of these young guys playing against more experienced veterans in this Filbasket Summer Championship. And I'm sure malaking bagay ito going into their mother leagues when their school championship starts.
Yeah, yun na mismo ang action na yun that we saw already shows us a microcosm of ano ba yung nangyayari, bakit nagpo-points in the paint at nagli-lead sila sa boards itong San Juan Knights, no? And the score still continues to be ballooning, as we'd like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the Filbasket Summer Championship. Yung napakagandang bola yan na napapanood nyo pumapasok sa net at ginagamit nila, that can only be provided for us by Wilson. Buckley meantime, up high, one-on-one. Getting inside. Oh, what a swat right there by Justin Gutang. And we got Isit on the way too.
See, another one-on-one play there being clamped down by the San Juan Knights defense, forcing that turnover and a fast break make there by CJ Isit.
Do you feel happy though that AMA Online fell into the trap of playing more of a setup game of San Juan versus their usual up and down the floor?
Yeah, I think, the defense really of San Juan has dictated the tempo and forced AMA out of their comfort zone as CJ Isit absorbs the contact, gets the hoop, and will troop to our 15-foot parallel for an end one opportunity.
And on that note, there's a timeout that's called on the floor, 90-65. We will be right back. Paris. Minutes left in the fourth quarter, and San Juan continues with a 25-point lead. Justin Gutang and the rest of the San Juan Knights really just dominating on both ends of the floor and making AMA Online fall into the trap of settling for half-court sets.
That's right. San Juan giving a dose of the AMA's own medicine to them, pushing the ball in transition because they have been able to force those stops and those turnovers because of the defense that they have been exhibiting.
Okay, so at this point, we got more news from courtside. Megan, what do you have for us?
Yes, Mike. Kakagaling ko lang sa kanilang huddle, and according to coach, talagang ang focus nila ay speed dahil mabagal ang kanilang depensa. Going into the fourth quarter, ang bilin lang nila is tumakbo kayo, and because they cannot do anything about the height difference. So right now, they are also focusing on Buckley to score some more, and we'll see how this will be going. Mike?
Yep, thank you, Megan. I just want to say, Javi, pag naririnig mo yung boses ni Megan, parang kalmado lahat. Parang hindi mainit sa labas, ano?
At saka parang hindi niya first time. This is actually the debut of Megan Cabrera at courtside here dito sa ating Filbasket Summer Championship.
Right, kudos to Megan as we see that shot right there let go by San Juan Knights. Fuentes now with the leather. His team is still down. They got to get back quick. Mendoza for another three, no good. And the Knights once again getting control of that board. Just a one-shot attempt para sa AMA Online.
That's right. No extra possessions here being given up by the San Juan Knights. And that has just been the second miss of Irvin Mendoza from three-point country sa ating laro.
And dun sa report kanina, Javi, ni Megan, I think we are both agree that it's really speed that's the weapon of AMA Online. But, somehow that's being negated by the height of San Juan Knights.
That's right. There's that saying that speed kills, but right now, not really doing anything here to benefit the AMA Computer Education squad in this game.
Sarangay and Obalde now in the floor for the San Juan Knights, making them a little bit smaller, a little bit more taller. Sobrang lalaki na talaga nitong mga San Juan Knights nito. Of course, Sarangay, a veteran player in here para sa San Juan Knights. Is it? Pass inside. Ubalde, beautiful. Gutang, unselfish inside. Ganda ng pasahan talaga nitong San Juan Knights. Arim with that basket.
Beautiful team basketball being shown there by the San Juan Knights. O'Neal Arim, of course, another new addition here para kay Coach Nani Pundolan.
At saka there's just no let up no? Hindi nagpapahinga. Alam mo yung lamang na lamang ka na, dapat chill na lang tayo, boy, di ba? Pero talagang nakadiin pa rin tong mga to. As we see that drive, missed, clear path, there's a foul.
And I think that's something that San Juan was able to notice from their game against the Kuala Lumpur Seal. Despite them having leads of as much as 33 points, as we look at this instant replay, great no-look pass by Ubalde to Gutang, and then Gutang dropping it off at the last second to O'Neal Arim for that easy basket inside.
Once again, that instant replay of the game is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. And napakaganda naman ng galaw na yun ni Gutang. Very unselfish, you know. Could have gone for the basket, pero pinasa pa rin niya. Meantime, we got Parcero. Parcero now, his team's been missing him since the first quarter, and still, you gotta feel that on that defense of Gutang on Parcero.
And Gutang has just been all over in this game. He has been doing it on the scoring department. He has been crashing the boards, and Mike, already 9 assists for Justin Gutang.
Grabe. And Parcero, this guy, mentioned earlier, so sabi ko, you're one of the veterans of the AMA Online. What have you told the younger blood of your team? And ang sabi niya is that, you know, just to play the game. Alam ko na niyang may starstruck kayo at times, pero you have to understand that once you get in the floor, everybody's a basketball player, you gotta compete. Hindi pwede basta, you know, matulala ka na lang. Basta as we see Ubalde with that spin. No good. Sarangay, the kick out over to Peralta. Again, the domination of the boards by the San Juan Knights. 5 seconds to shoot. Peralta on that drive, on that gimme. And he was clipped on the arm. I think that foul is going to go on De La Rosa.
And Mike, really the big thing here for San Juan has been those second chance opportunities. 50 rebounds compared to just 24 para dito sa San Juan Knights compared to the AMA Computer Education squad. And 18 of those of the offensive nature.
Right.
And going back to my point kanina before that beautiful team play there by the San Juan Knights, you said nga na they were not relaxing in this game. I think that's what they noticed nung kalaban nila in Kuala Lumpur Seal. They were up by leads of as much as 33 points. Pero there were some stretches in the game na nakikita mo nagre-relax sila eh. So ngayon talaga they're really laser focused and not letting up despite the big lead that they have.
That's right. And it's just sending a message to everyone else in the 12-team pool that, you know, hey, we're here to stay. We're here to compete. You guys might have your paboritong mga clubs here. Mga tingin nyo sila yung magpa-finals, but don't count us out yet because we're here to dominate as well.
Yeah, this San Juan Knights team may not have a lot of big names compared to the other squads, but make no mistake about it, this team is very competitive. The young bloods really showing up here and complementing the veteran presence as William Moore able to finish in transition. Rare score there off the fast break para sa AMA.
That finger was so beautiful, I just to say, woohoo! And we got another layup shot here. Good again for AMA. 4 straight points right there for AMA.
That's right, 4 straight points. And in transition for the White Shirts, a little bit of full court press being shown here. But might be a case of just a little too late para dito sa wards ni Coach Mark Herrera.
But I know what Coach Mark Herrera has instilled in his team to just go and finish strong whatever the competition is. So let's look at that pure gold move of the game. That spin, that drive, the left-handed finger roll is good. And that it's brought to you by Pure Gold. And man, these highlights, you gotta get up in there in social media.
Oh yeah, I mean, the score doesn't really reflect yung mga exciting plays na nangyayari dito sa game na to. Of course, AMA may be down by a big margin, but they have had their moments. sa ating laro.
Alright, so at this point, Javi, these two teams went into this game, wala pang talo, both winning the opening game. So it looks like San Juan is headed for their second straight win. What now happens to, what's next for AMA?
Well, AMA definitely has to learn from this. Alam naman nila that they were going up against a more experienced team in the San Juan Knights. And they have to be able to learn how to keep their composure and poise themselves pag yung pressure is already on them, especially pag lumalaki na yung lamang ng kalaban nila.
Right, and just what you said earlier, a little too late para dito sa AMA on this defensive stance that they've been showing on the last 8 to 10 possessions. Could have done it earlier, but it's just that the San Juan Knights are really just that organized from both ends of the floor. And Reed Buckleague has tried to make things easier para sa AMA, pero nahirapan talaga sila. As we see Villablanca let go a 3, he will miss. And the Knights again controlling that board. And when we tell you not letting up, that's what we're saying, that they're not letting up. And this last 2 minutes is brought to you by Smart. Simple, Smart ako. And Sinisa. And this guy really is the one that they missed in the entire game. Parcero, he went down. I'm not sure if he's pointing to an injury. No, nothing there. Hopefully nothing, no injuries there for Parcero. San Juan Knights now, baseline drive. Ooh!
O'Neal Arim only played 5 minutes. Actually, garbage time na doon sa kanilang game against Kuala Lumpur Seal. But right now, eclipsing his point total from that game. 6 points now in the ball game.
Yep, Arim making good on open floor twice already since he came in. As more free throws here will be awarded for AMA Online. But you got to give credit to Coach Nani Pondolan. That guy's a pure scorer when he was playing in JRC, but now he's transitioning to being a head coach, so to speak. And you know, these are things that's really good. And hold on to that thought. We would like to thank Habi, our Cantigo Scoreboard multi-sport scoring solutions, for our scoring solution needs here in Filbasket. Go ahead, Habi.
Yeah, Coach Nani Pondolan definitely making good on his first head coaching stint here para dito sa San Juan Knights. Of course, a long-time assistant para kay Coach Randy Alcantara, and really making a good impression here para sa Red Shirts in this game. A dominant lead and looks like a dominant win already here para dito, safe to say, for the Red Shirts.
Right, you kind of likened that to when Steve Kerr went on leave and, you know, Luke Walton took over and the same results. I guess that's what really happens when you're a system-based team. And meantime, we got San Juan still not really giving anything easy for AMA. And that Balloons, they've crushed the century mark, 105-76 rather. And, well, really just was a difficult matchup for AMA.
And, you know, the implications of these 2 wins that San Juan will notch early on in this tournament is they have been both dominant wins, double-digit leads, but it will be interesting to see how they will hold up against the more experienced squads dito sa ating tournament.
So it looks like the San Juan Knights will go home with their second win in as much games in the Filbasket, and AMA Online would get their first loss after their successful opening win over ICC. And I'm sure there's got to be a lot of work in the drawing boards for Coach Mark.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there's still a lot of positives that they can draw from this. But definitely a learning experience for Coach Mark Herrera and his wards.
And there you have it, 105-76. San Juan Knights just really getting it over and putting that oomph into this game and saying, hey, we're here to really compete.
Yeah, they let AMA hang in there during the first quarter, but really flipping the switch pagdating ng second period and really not letting the White Shirts get back in this game, taking no chances and really being laser focused throughout the match.
And like what I said, that's the final score, 105-76. A lot of really good stories to show and for the San Juan Knights, and more lessons to learn, I guess, for the AMA Online. Talk about some of the bright spots that you like for AMA Online in this game.
Well, definitely Irvin Mendoza, the brightest spot for the White Shirts in this game. He led AMA with 16 points, and just the confidence that he exhibited. Yung mga 3-point shots niya, Mike, he only missed 2 from Rainbow Country, and really was the one who was breathing life in stretches para dito kay Coach Mark Herrera and his squad.
Yup, and I'm sure marami rin mga learning sa side ni Coach Nani Pondalan that he would also share to his team. It doesn't mean we had a huge blowout. There's no lessons in there. I'm sure there's nuggets in there na mapipick up din ni Coach Nani Pondalan. And this game really is just testament to how a system-based offense could be an advantage, especially if you have height and heft advantage. So right now, we're going to turn over with our best player of the game, the calming and soothing voice of Megan Cabrera. Megan, take it away. Well, it looks like we're still having some technical difficulties on that spot for that interview with the best player of the game with Megan Cabrera. And one thing that you want to look forward to for AMI Online. Are we ready now? We good? Okay. So I guess hold on that thought. Have you return back again to Megan Cabrera. Megan?
Thanks again, Mike and Javi. As I mentioned a while ago, we are here with Justin Gutang. Now, Justin, first game, you were 2 assists shy of a triple-double. Now, you are the player of the game. Mukhang at home ka dito sa Bulacan. Kamusta yun?
It's definitely a good feeling. We just want to keep the momentum going. And I just want to try to do every little thing out there for my team.
All right. Coach Randy isn't here with us today. Coach Nani took over. How was that going into this game today?
We've already been preparing for this. We knew Coach Randy was going to have to go to Mapua because he had to be in the bubble. And we knew whoever was going to coach us, we just stick to the plan and we just keep playing no matter what.
All right. Bati tayo sa mga fans and supporters natin.
I just want to give a shout out to Senator Jingoy Estrada, Engineer Teddy Javines, and Boss Nole. And also want to thank everyone that was watching our game. Yung mga San Juan supporters, thank you for watching and supporting us always.
All right. Thank you so much and congrats, Justin. Back to you, Mike.
Grabe, kitang-kita mo yung difference nung when I was talking to Justin at the start of the game, he was really razor-focused, not breaking into a smile. But after accomplishing the mission, you too would end up with that smile.
Oh yeah, definitely. And he has, like what he said kanina, he wanted to do every little thing on the floor for them. But it was a gargantuan effort here for Justin Gutang in this game, ending up with 15 points, 9 assists in 4 blocks para dito sa San Juan Knights, and just really helping them establish that victory early on para dito sa kanyang koponan.
All right, so there you have it. Up next, we got two more games actually. Coming up next would be the Tanduay Rum Masters going up against ICC. And that's coming up next in the second playing day of Filbasket. And doing the coverage for you, Mike Pierres here together with Javi Pelanya and our courtside partner Megan Cabrera. And also do stick around for that third game. Kuala Lumpur Asil, the second game rather. It's Kuala Lumpur Asil going up against ICC Blue Hawks. That's coming up next. And we'd like to thank everyone for joining us. And quick goodbye, Javi. Anything for you?
Well, definitely great first game here. The score doesn't really reflect the excitement that we had in this ball game. So stay tuned, guys, for our next 2 games.
Right, and this has been Mike together with Javi and our partner Megan Cabrera, bidding you goodbye and asking you to stay for that second game when Filbasket 2022 Summer Championships comes back for Take 2.